Hi, my name is Ray Andrade, welcoming you to the Arizona Public Health Training Center's continuing Workforce Quality Improvement Series, brought to you by the Western Region Public Health Training Center. In this video, we will be discussing force field analysis.
Force field analysis is a method for listing, discussing, and evaluating courses that would be for and against a proposed change. When a change is planned, force field analysis helps an organization look at the big picture by analyzing all of the forces impacting the proposed change and weighing the pros and cons. The idea of force field analysis was created by social psychologist Lewin. Lewin believed that the changes of an individual's life space depend upon that individual's internalization of external stimuli from both the physical and social world into the life space. This life space can be viewed as the field in force field. Lewin applied this construct with the idea of group dynamics in developing the force field analysis method of evaluation. Lewin applied the quasi-stationary equilibrium principle as the foundation goal of the force field analysis method of evaluation. The quasi-stationary equilibrium principle is defined as the state of balance or grade in a stream cross-section whereby conditions of approximate equilibrium tend to be established in a reach of the stream as soon as a rather smooth longitudinal profile has been established in that reach, even though downcutting may go on. Or, simply stated, that the strength of the forces which tend to lower that standard of social life should be equal and opposite to the strength of the forces which tend to raise its level. The resultant of the forces on the line of equilibrium should therefore be zero. To understand the idea, let's see how force field analysis works. Suppose an organization has a plan to upgrade their factory with new equipment. This can be defined as the plan, vision, or goal. If we examine the driving forces related to the plan, we see that there are four of these forces. They are: customers want new products, improve production, raise volume, control rising maintenance costs. Now the group meeting within the organization would assign value to each of the driving forces according to their level of influence in making a decision. Typically, a force field analysis carries a scale of 1 to 4 that are assigned to both the driving forces and the restraining forces, 1 being not very influential, 2 being somewhat influential, 3 more influential, and 4 being extremely influential. The sum of the values gives us a driving forces total. Now let's look at the restraining forces outlined for this example. The 5 noted restraining forces are cost, loss of overtime, environmental impact, staff scared of new technology, and total factory disruption. Again, we label the force with an influence value and take the sum of the values to come up with a restraining forces total. This doesn't necessarily mean that the organization will simply give up on the idea of updating their factory with new state-of-the-art equipment. However, the leadership team conducting the evaluation now has a very valuable information that will help them prepare for discussions moving forward. The leadership team has 2 choices once the analysis is complete. They can either take steps to reduce the strength of the opposing forces, or they can take steps to increase the forces pushing on a project. The first choice is preferred. People can be uncooperative if change is forced upon them. Now let's try using the force field analysis with a public health example. Let's suppose that a community wants to start a sustainable garden in their neighborhood. If we look at the driving forces, we notice that there are 4 forces that will have influence on this plan. They are food production costs, health benefits, crime prevention, and youth education. If we look at the restraining forces, we notice that there are 3 forces that will have influence on this plan. They are planning, participation concerns, and maintenance. Now we can assign value to both the driving forces and the restraining forces, and we notice that the sum of the forces of the driving forces in this example outweigh the sum values for the restraining forces. The community organization that is spearheading this plan now has valuable information as they work to plan for events that promote the idea of building a community garden. Remember that the organization has two choices. They can either take steps to reduce the strength of the forces opposing the plan, or take steps to increase the forces pushing the plan forward. In this case, the first option is preferred. Reducing the strength of the restraining forces may prove to be beneficial because the driving forces outweigh the restraining forces both in number and value. This information was brought to you today by the Western Region Public Health Training Center, the Arizona Public Health Training Center, in cooperation with the University of Arizona's Mel and Enid Zuckerman College of Public Health.
That was a look at force field analysis. Visit our website to see what the Western Region Public Health Training Center is doing to ensure a well-prepared public health workforce. Please contact us with any questions or suggestions you may have. Until next time.